From prophecy to neuroscience, the Age of Aquarius isn't just mystical talk. It's literally rewiring how humans perceive reality.
And the weird part? Prophets saw it coming centuries ago. Jung hinted at it in psychology, and now neuroscientists are catching up with brain scans. That's 3 departments that never agree on anything, and yet, here we are.
Exactly. Today, we're unpacking how ancient prophecies, Jungian psychology, and modern neuroscience all connect to this shift in perception. And if you stay with us until the end, we'll reveal how these 3 threads actually weave into one explosive conclusion, one that might explain why you feel reality itself pressing you to see differently.
So buckle up. This isn't just belief versus science. This is the battle for perception itself.
Long before MRI machines and psychology textbooks, prophets and mystics were already pointing to a coming shift. The Mayan calendar famously ended in 2012, sparking endless theories that humanity would enter a new cycle of consciousness.
And it wasn't just the Maya. Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce, and even the Hopi prophecies spoke about a time when the veil would thin and human beings would no longer live only by faith, but by direct knowing.
Which sounds poetic until you realize how uncomfortably close it matches what people are feeling now. That our old ways of believing without questioning don't cut it anymore.
Exactly. Faith was once enough to hold reality together. But in the Age of Aquarius, prophecy itself seems to be demanding evidence, experience, and perception.
And here's where it gets interesting. Darius J. Wright often says that prophecy wasn't just about predicting events. It was about preparing the human mind for perception shifts, almost like a cosmic training program before the real exam. Carl Jung believed that humanity doesn't just evolve individually, we also evolve collectively. He spoke about archetypes, those timeless patterns that live inside all of us.
And if Aquarius is the archetype of the water bearer, pouring out truth, revelation, and collective awareness, then this so-called Age of Aquarius could be the moment when humanity moves from blind faith to direct perception.
Which makes sense, because Jung also talked about individuation, the process of integrating shadow and light, illusion and truth. On a collective level, it's like we're being forced to grow up and stop outsourcing our perception to priests, prophets, or authorities.
Darius J. Wright takes this even further. He says the Aquarian archetype isn't just symbolic, it's psychological pressure. It's like the universe is saying, you can't just believe anymore, you have to see.
And that might explain why so many people feel both liberated and unsettled. Faith gave comfort, but perception demands responsibility. Neuroscience has a way of ruining the magic, or making it even more magical. Studies show that the brain is wired to seek patterns. That's why faith feels so natural. It locks onto a story and repeats it until it feels safe.
Right. The brain loves a good echo chamber. Belief is efficient. No need to question, no need to burn extra glucose. But the prefrontal cortex, the part that lights up with critical thinking and questioning, is basically the Aquarian troublemaker.
And that's where perception enters the battlefield. Faith operates in the limbic system, where emotions shape reality. Knowledge, that requires shifting gears, using the parts of the brain that tolerate uncertainty and paradox.
Which, according to Darius J. Wright, is exactly why the Age of Aquarius feels like pressure in the mind. He says humanity is being neurologically rewired. The old circuits of just believe are collapsing, and the new ones demand conscious perception.
So what prophets intuited and what Jung symbolized, neuroscience is now confirming. The battle between faith and knowledge is literally happening inside our brains. If you step back, it looks almost like a cosmic wrestling match. On one side, faith, ancient, comforting, deeply human. On the other, knowledge, demanding, disruptive, often inconvenient.
Faith says, trust me,
I'll keep you safe. Knowledge says, sorry, but you need to face the unknown yourself. And humanity, we're stuck in the middle, trying not to get body slammed by either side.
Jung would say this is the collective shadow at work, the part of humanity that clings to certainty versus the part that longs to see clearly.
Prophets predicted it, neuroscientists can scan it, but Darius J. Wright puts it bluntly. The Age of Aquarius doesn't let you hide anymore. You either evolve your perception or you stay in the past.
And maybe that's the real battle. Not faith versus knowledge as enemies, but faith evolving into knowledge, trust transforming into direct perception.
Which makes you wonder, what happens if humanity loses that battle? Or wins it too quickly? That's the cliffhanger, isn't it?
So here we are, at the crossroads of prophecy, psychology, and neuroscience. Faith gave us stories. Knowledge gives us perception. And the Age of Aquarius seems determined to push us into the latter.
And this isn't just theory. We've been reading questions from listeners who aren't only curious, but who bring their own experiences and even personal research into the mix. That's exactly the kind of dialogue this new age demands.
If this episode sparked new questions for you or connected dots you didn't see before, share them with us. Because the journey from faith to knowledge is a collective one.
And if you felt someone you know is ready for this conversation, share it with them. The more perspectives we gather, the stronger this exploration becomes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes, where we'll dive into more mysteries and answer questions directly from you, our listeners.
On the screen right now, you'll see 2 videos waiting for you. Pick one to continue your journey.
Because in the end, perception is a path, and you're already walking it.